All right, let's get started. So standing warm up, the same focus as last week. Our upper back, so full body upper back. I'm thinking next month we might do a lower body, but I don't know if we want to do more. We could do like 1 week of quads, 1 week of glutes, 1 week of calves. Yeah, bathing suit season. So fun. Okay, right up to the tops of our mats. Let's find ourselves in mountain pose. Close our eyes. Take in some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Practice our Ujjayi breath or breathing. So instead of trying to fog up a mirror with your mouth, you're trying to fog up a mirror with your nose. So you might feel a little vibration in the back of your throat. Might be a little bit louder. Last one. Breathe in, sweeping up. We'll touch our thumbs together. Breathe out, bringing the hands back towards the earth. As we flow through our warm up, our mountain pose, matching our movement to our breathing, anchoring down into both of our feet each time. Got some space between our fingers, stretching our hands. Our core is strong, our knees are slightly soft. A little change today. We'll bring our hands out for balance at first. Lift our left knee up, out to the side. Bring it around, back so that down the knee faces the earth, and step back into the lunge. All right, bring it back up. Let's do the other side. Lift. It's like a big circle. We're just seeing our mobility. And then stepping back. Ooh, step on my bear. And we'll bring it back up. All right, let's bring our hands to our hearts for this one. Breathe in, lift up. And as we step back, we're going to open up our wings. Step just to chair pose. And then up again, sweep up. Bring our hands to our heart. Lift our left knee. Take it back. Step to chair. And we'll sweep up. Hands to heart. Do it all on your own now. So you're trying to make a big circle. Open and then step it back. Heel high. And step to chair. And sweep. You can try to close your eyes for that one. It's pretty challenging. Back heels high. Let's do 1 or 2 more on each side. Woo. One, big circle. Whoa, step it back. And then we'll come up. So now just right into our flying bird to warm up our upper back. As we step back, we open up and maybe look up. Exhale, step either to chair or you can step into mountain. Flowing side to side. We're taking a little bit off. Then step to mountain instead of chair. You can close your eyes, your mat is there. Just reach back with your foot. Last one on each side. When you're ready, we'll be holding the left foot back. Your left foot goes back. We'll turn and move right into 1 moonflower and 1 sunflower. Flow between the 2, staying up for 1, and then hinging but still bending our knees on that second one. And then we see how it feels to close your eyes. Focus on your form and matching your movement to your breath. Wait for your inhale to start and then reach up. Wait for the exhale to start and then sweep towards the mat. We'll hold an albatross, bending our knees, hinging at our hips, hands going wide. So right now our palms facing the floor. Extending out from our biceps, our shoulders, and if it feels nice, we draw the shoulder blades together, lift our wings. And we'll sit up again or stand up. All right, come up to the tops. Let's start to flow through some chair poses. Exhaling. Our hands can be at heart, or you can go into hands down or cactus arms. A couple more. We'll turn that into a full forward fold flow, pressing and reaching up, diving forward. Hinging at our hips, our core is strong. If you'd like to add a back bend on at the top, you can. Be sure to be nice to your lower back. Last one, hold it down, let the head be heavy, let it hang, let it dangle down. Stepping our right foot back. We have our knee up or down, come into a lunge with cactus arms. So our elbows around shoulder height, and then some tension between the shoulder blades, space between our fingers. We'll reach our hands back, palms face the floor as we hinge forward. And framing our front foot, switching feet. Other foot comes forward, rise up into our lunge, cactus arms. Our core is nice and strong, our back quad. And then a little hinge. Actively reaching back, widening across the chest, pressing into both of our feet. Framing the foot, downward dog or child's pose. If we're downward dogging, let's pedal our feet, pressing into our entire hands, our knuckles, our fingertips, dispersing the weight. Amazing. Down to all fours. And we'll switch our hands placement today. Our left hand to where our right hand is for our cat and cow. But there's a few options for your wrists. You don't have to have the fingertips facing forward. You can have them facing away. It actually feels a little more comfortable. Then we move to our cat and cow. With a little different feeling in our upper back. Honor the breath. Check in with your spine. Great work. All right, we'll be taking a seat just for a little bit more of a warm up for our low back, unless you want to sit on your hips or back on your heels like this. So if your knees are okay, you can be here in more of a hero pose. If that doesn't feel good, then you're in crisscross. Let's bring our hands up behind us. Take our left elbow towards the left side of our mat. Then hinge forward, chest towards the left knee. Come around the front. Lift that left elbow back up to bring us back up and over. So we're tipping over, a little round the front. Right elbow drops, left elbow lifts us back up. More focused on one side right now, and then we'll do the other side. Try not to pull on your neck. If you find you are maybe pulling on your neck, bring the fingertips to your temples instead. Last one. We'll hold it up, pause at the top, and go the other way. Right elbow goes down, then chest towards right knee. The left elbow drops and the right elbow comes up and lifts us back up over to the other side. We're trying to keep our elbows wide. And our core is still strong as we twist through. Last warm up for that lower or upper back. Amazing. All right, right back to all fours. Let's move into our spinal balance. Right arm forward, left foot back. We reach and flowing side to side. Actively reaching long in either direction. Let go of your morning. of any competition you might be feeling today, of any expectation on your day, on your week, on your practice. Last one, downward facing dog or child's pose again. Whatever works for you. We're releasing the tension in our neck, our gaze back between our feet or between our shins. And we'll hold our downward dog now. We've got about hip distance between our feet. Reaching the heels towards the mat, but keeping a bend in our knees. Breathe. Listen to the body as your shoulders get stronger. Right, come into a full plank. And then down onto a forearm plank. Some hip dips today to warm up our core. You could be in your forearm plank, knees up or down. We want to have our hips at the beginning and below our shoulders are right on the same height. So we're looking at our hands at the moment. And if you want to look up here, then our right hip goes down onto the mat. We turn onto the sides of the feet, then we lift up, make a circle, and go over to the other side. So some hip dips. You can flow from your knees if you want to. Breathe, good job, amazing. Like someone's got a hold of the back of your pants, they lift you up for a little half circle and then drop you. This is hard. This one is a challenge. Last one. Child's pose or downward dog. Whatever works for you. Find some space within the lower back if we choose our child's pose. We could be reaching back towards our heels. All right, from our child's pose, we'll just be lifting our bellies up off our thighs, keeping our left hand forward and our right hand back behind our head for a twist towards one side, pressing into our hand. We can lift our bellies right up off our thighs, lift our chests up. And switch to the other side. It's okay if your hips don't quite come back, you could put a block back there. This music. The music is too relaxed for us yet. We're not ready to relax. All right, back to that forearm plank, my friends. Knees up or down. We've got another warm up for your upper back and your shoulders. We're moving into dolphin. And it's a dolphin flow. So in our first part of dolphin, we're looking back at our toes. And then we'll be shifting the chest forward and our gaze to come in between the hands. So it's like your nose is between your elbows. And then you bring your nose up between your thumbs, but your backside stays high. So we go back and forth. Follow the breath. Strengthening up our shoulders, keeping our core strong. And when it feels okay, downward facing dog. I know that's a big push back up, or child's pose. We can hold here and rest this morning, or we'll flow through our half series one time. Forward plank, halfway or all the way down, our up dog or your cobra pose, back to down dog or child's pose. Bringing the left foot up between the hands, dropping that back knee down so that we can lift up and bring our hip right on top of our knees. So we're not shifting, we're here. Awesome, hands come back behind our head. So now as we hinge down, as we shift forward, we're gonna open up a little bend. As we come back up, engage the core, a little tuck. Feel the difference in your hip flexor, flow between the two. Our core is strong because we have to engage that core, lift you up. And again, if you're pulling on your head, bring the fingertips to temples instead. That rhymes. Last one. Switch feet. So when we're open across the chest, we're opening our hip flexor. When we draw the belly up,
We're tucking that chin forward and back. Closing our eyes. Great work. Last one. We'll be framing our front foot. Tucking the back toes onto the mat, forward fold, breathe out. Some space between our feet, halfway up, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Let's just flow through that forward fold flow. Check in again with our breathing. We've got our weight into our entire foot. So if you feel like you're leaning back, try to take some of that weight into the toes. Last one. Chair pose, we breathe in, choose your arms. And then right up into our extended mountain, grabbing our right wrist, tipping over to the left. Create some space in that hand. And then all the way to the other side. So we extend, tip over. Wonderful. Back to our extended mountain. We'll take a little reach back. And then a forward fold. Let the head hang, let it dangle. We'll rise back up, bring our right hand up. And twist into a chair pose. So right hand, left knee, hand goes back. We reach back up with the left hand. And twist to chair the other direction. Sweeping all the way up, back bend. Last forward fold for our warm up. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folding, breathing out. Sweeping up, we go, right on. Warm up is done. So if you're warm, if you're too warm, there's a couple fans around. I can turn this one on too. And we'll get started. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna add on our cactus arms for our sun salutations or chest expansion. So whichever one of those two things you wanna do. Come up to the tops of our mats. Let's find some space. Let's anchor down and let's all begin to breathe together. Sweep up, breathe in. Breathe out, dive and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. So those shoulder blades wanna come together a bit in the back on this one and then fold again. Bending our knees, left foot back, full or kneeling lunge. We rise up, cactus arms or chest expansion. Back to downward dog or child's pose. Holding or flowing through that half series. Honor the body. Move at your own pace. Gazing up between the hands, the right foot comes up between them. Find your lunge, choose your arms, chest expansion or cactus arms. Forward fold, breathing out. Halfway lift, taking an inhale, core is on strong, fold again. Space between our feet, we sweep all the way up. Exhale, find your chair. Back up, breathe in. And meeting in our mountain. Let's do it again. Sweep up. Dive on your exhale. Halfway lift. Fold, breathe out. Right foot back. Choose how you'd like to do your lunge today. Eyes open or closed. Downward dog. Holding or flowing through your half series. Expand through the chest and meet back in downward dog. Left foot between the hands or in between that left hand. Rise up, choose your lunge. And forward folds. Breathe in, sweep up. Yeah, sorry guys, forgot your halfway lift, didn't I? Chair pose. All the way back up. Meet in our mountain. And now we'll add on with that jump back. So if you don't want to jump back, I'll probably step on my shirt. If you don't want to jump back, just step back. If you don't want to chaturanga, just plank. Breathe in, sweep up. Exhale, dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Hop, step, or jump back to chaturanga or plank. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Our right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Bring it between the hands. Lunge, one lunge brings us up. And we go right back to chaturanga or your plank. flow or hold, up dog or cobra, and then meet back in downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, left foot lifts, breathe in, breathe out, it places it between the hands, breathe in, lunge. Breathe out, back to your chaturanga or your plank. Hold or flow, up dog or cobra, and we push back to downward dog when you're ready. Hop, step, or jump up between the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, breathe out, great work. Sweep up. Find a chair pose. Back up, breathe in. And we'll meet in mountain. We'll do one more like that, maybe two, it's so fun. Big breath up, dive and fold. Halfway lift, hop, step, or jump, plank or chaturanga. It's a big movement, hold or flow. We meet in downward dog. Left foot comes up between the hands. Oh, sorry, I forgot our three-legged dog, you know. Make your way to your lunge and then right back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow. Downward dog, and then three-legged dog, right foot through the hands on an exhale. Find your lunge, breathe in, right back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow, up dog or cobra. Downward dog, breathe out. Gazing up between the hands. Let's do 3 hops this time, guys. Keep your butts high. 1, 2, 3. Oh, halfway lift and fold. Chair this time, inhale. Exhale, pop up into a mountain. Yeah, we'll do one more with that jump back up. Big breath up. Dive, halfway up. Hop, step, or jump back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow, or take a rest. Downward dog. Right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Up between the hands. One lunge. Back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Downward dog. Left foot, three-legged dog. Between the hands. One lunge. Whew. Back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow. Amazing work. Don't stop breathing. Back to downward dog. 3 jumps. Bum is high. 1. Core is on. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Breathe in. All the way up. All right. Warm up. Definitely done. Our sun salutations. Those are big ones. Awesome job. Okay. Maybe next week we'll start working a little bit on our jump throughs. We'll do a little bit today too. Why not? You never know. You never know. All right. Let's get into the meat of our practice, the strength building. Now that our heart rate's up, we'll be taking our left foot back. So right foot forward. Your left foot goes back. Down into a lunge at first. Let's find our cactus arms. Sink down into the leg. So if you need to walk your foot forward a little more, you can. Check in with the core. Our back heel is high, and then we let the eyes close if possible. Engage the core, see what happens. We're moving into warrior 2, left foot going down. We open up into warrior 2, right knee still bending, softening through our shoulders. Let's turn our thumbs down, so palms away from us, and reach with our thumbs for the opposite ends of the room. We'll turn the right palm down, left palm up, look back down our left hand towards the back room. Keeping our hand as steady as possible. Imagine a little bird has landed on your hand. Our breath is steady, it's even. We're going back to our lunge. So we lift the back heel, back into our lunge. Right now, our palms are facing each other. As we hinge, they continue to face each other. And then they will face the floor as we open up across the heart. Clasping our hands now back behind us. We'll walk our back foot in about a foot. Put that heel down. So now we're in humble warrior, bent elbow or bent knee. Breathe. We'll rise up, straightening out our front leg, reaching our right arm up. And a little lean back. Steady and use the breath as an anchor. All right, we're going to go through wood chopper, get our breath up again. Let's turn both of our toes towards the window and come as well a little bit closer in. So it starts fingertips together or clasp them together. We're up really wide, really tall, and then we go right down deep into a squat. Touch the hands to the mat if possible, and back up. That is our flow at the moment. If you're healing or taking care of your knees, just please don't go down too far if it doesn't feel good. Chopping wood. Last one. We'll come up. Tick-tock our toes so they face the long edge of our mat. Open up our wings. Bend and hinge into albatross. So there's a big bend in our knees. Almost trying to keep a flat back to come in between your thighs. Like you're trying to squeeze your rib cage with your thighs. Arms are wide. We're looking in front of us. We're engaging our pelvic floor and keeping the breath big. Hands come back behind us directly into skier's pose now. Chest expansion. And we'll look up a little bit. Woo-hoo-hoo, quads, come on up. I know I promised quads for next week. We'll hit them good today. All right, let's take the left foot up to the top of our mat and we'll do that same sequence on the other side. Right foot goes back. We're coming into our lunge first. Coming down, our back heel's high. We've got a bend in our front knee. As far as you want to go down into 90. And then chest expansion. And then we see how it feels to close our eyes on this side. And that really almost forces us to keep our thoughts here, to keep our awareness within our body when our eyes are closed. Moving right into warrior two, right foot back, opening up. Keeping that left knee tracking towards the middle of your left foot, our shoulders release from the ears. We're actively reaching in opposite directions. We check in with the core. The belly button pulls in towards the spine. The obliques come in from the sides. Let's turn our thumbs down and reach through them. Stretch our biceps. And then our left palm will face down, our right palm will face up, and we'll look back down our right hand. Keeping that engagement in our legs, pressing into both of our feet. Amazing. We're moving right back to our lunge pose, lifting our back heel, rising up into our lunge with chest expansion, opening up. So let's bring that back foot in a little. And then the heel goes down and we come down into humble warrior. Listen to the body. All right, we're rising up. Let's step to mountain. So we've got a goddess flow. What it's going to look like is mountain. Then we'll be going right into goddess. Then it will come forward here, 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 and then we step back up to goddess. I mean mountain. Yes. All right, let's find our regular mountain pose on an exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, step back to goddess. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, straighten the legs, palms together. We reach back up. Exhale, step to mountain. And then we'll go the other way. Step back with our right foot. Exhale into your goddess pose. We come down. Take a breath in. And then hinge. Hands to knees, inhale. Hands to floor, exhale. Palms together, straighten legs, rise up, inhale. Exhale, step to that mountain, hands to our sides. And we'll go the other way. Inhale, rise. Exhale, just step back, straight legs. Inhale, go down. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, straightening the legs, palms together. Exhale, step up and hands to sides. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, step back without bending the knees. Inhale, bend and hinge. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, hands to floor. Exhale, rise up. And inhale this time to the top. Great job. Our hips are nice and strong. We come into our mountain. All right. Perfect timing with our music. Adjust your clothes. Grab a drink if you need one. Or you would like one. All right, eagles. Time for some eagles. A modification of your dancer where you might want to put your block at the top of your mat. If you have one. If not, you can grab one or whatever you need. You don't have to have one. Okay, another variation for eagle, you can have that block on one side. So our eagle pose, we wrap our right knee around our left and try to bring our toe to the back of our calf, or your handy block, it can be there. And we bend our left knee. It's like we're squeezing our inner thighs together. And then our right elbow comes up, about shoulder height. We sweep our left elbow under. This is where you can give yourself a hug, or eagle arms. Palms come together and we sink down. Breathe. Amazing. We'll straighten out and move straight into our dancer. We're really loading up our left glute. We'll reach for our ankle, come into our dancer's pose, or holding on to the back of even the back of our pants, reaching up. You can stay here, or for our option today, we're hinging to reach towards the floor or your block. As we come back up, we're trying not to, but of course I did, drop that foot down and we sweep it through and bring it right through. Reverse prayer back behind us. Keep that foot flexed. Whew. So your left cheek and ankle, that whole leg should be fired up nicely. And let's release. You can release those hands. We'll do the same sequence on the other side. So if you're using a block, bring it around. And I'll do a different angle for this eagle. So we walk it around and we bring our foot back behind us, or not. You could just be holding onto a block. Left elbow comes up, right elbow comes under. Either our eagle arms or give yourself a hug. You're here in the moment. Breathe. Holding this pose, engaging the core. Going to try to move straight into dancer. We straighten our right leg, reach our left hand for our left ankle. Keep that knee in line under our hip. can stay here with this delicious quad stretch or hinge. Forward, keep that knee in line with our hip. Ooh, come here, block. Just for a breath or two, then we bring it back through. Holy sweating. Bring it through. Flex this leg. Reverse prayer. That ankle getting stronger. And release. Let's do a couple hip circles. So maybe figure eight to one side, figure eight to the other side. Like we're in Zumba. All right, let's hit the floor. Big breath out, inhale. We haven't even checked our time. Oh, perfect. Exhale, fold. Hop, step, or jump back to your plank. Down to our forearms. So from here, another little flow. You'll take your right hand out, cactus arm to the side. Hips face the floor. Slide it back in. Forearm plank. Other side. Make our cactus arm. Bring it back in. Now take your left foot out. And your right foot out. So you're in a big wide plank. Bring the left foot back in. And then the right. Let's do that around the world again. Right hand goes out. Bring it back in. Left hand goes out. Bring that baby back in. And then we'll walk it out. Out, out, in, in. One more time. Let's do it. Out, out on our hands. Out, out. And then on our feet. Out, out, in. Child's pose. Whew. Take a minute. Take a breath. Let your core have a break. Whew. All right, we'll be meeting up in boat pose, everybody. Onto our backside. Yeah. For a few different variations of our boat. For our arms today. Feet on or off. Make sure you've got a nice strong connection back there. And we lean back. Choose where you want your feet, on the mat, on a block, or up. Shins parallel to the mat. We'll be reaching our arms up. And then bringing our elbows towards our rib cage. Back up. And go. Exhales, we come down. Inhales, we reach. If you want to, you can straighten your legs on the reach and then bring it back. Oh. Make sure you can breathe. If the shaking gets too much, take a little break. All right. Extend our legs, come onto our forearms back behind us. So we're trying to bring our elbows towards each other. So another thing you could do if you're working on your fish pose is try to squeeze a block and put it back behind you. All right, let's extend the chest up. Breathe. You can have your chin in line with your chest, or you could be looking up or back. But please be nice to your necks. Hallelujah. All righty, let's come on up. One hand, then the other. We'll bend your left knee and sweep your right knee all the way back till the kneecap comes down onto the mat and your hips come around to the front. So normally we do pigeon, which you can of course do your pigeon if you love pigeon, the knees out on an angle. If you want to try our sleeping swan, the knee comes in a little bit more to the front, or you can stay there, or deer, you'd go all the way over to the other side. I don't know where I'm going to go today. And then you can come down. You can bring your head right to the mat or your two fists. You can keep your chest up. Stay here. We're getting this well-deserved break for our leg. Let that upper body relax down. Hallelujah. Amazing. All right, let's bring it on up. Take that left cheek down onto the mat. Sweep your right foot just out to the side a little bit. Love it. And our little hinge over, reaching up or creating a circle or keeping your hand on your back safely and just thinking of gravity bringing you a little bit closer to your leg. All right, let's lift up the heart. Soles of the feet come together. You can do your butterfly with the heels closer to your groin or do more of a diamond shape if that feels better. A little bit further away, we'll do a little dive forward today. We'll walk the hands all the way back up. We'll keep this left knee, or sorry, your right knee bent. Sweep the right foot back, left foot back. Woo. It's only my first class today. I'm already mixing up my words. So that knee can be out or towards the center, or you can bring it out. Whatever feels best for you. Your left kneecap's on the mat at the back, and then you can stay up or come down. If you're not quite to the floor yet, you can always put a block underneath your chest. Just doing what feels right for your body in this moment. Great job. Just a couple more breaths. All right, we'll use our hands to press ourselves back up. Take our right cheek to the mat, sweep that left leg around, not all the way to the front, just off to the side. Check in with your hip if that didn't feel good, readjust. And then we'll hinge over, reaching up. You can create a little C there with your arms or just use gravity. This stretch should be being felt most likely on the right side of your torso and into the mid part and upper part of your back. So we're going to go right into seal pose now. So that foot goes, well, both feet will go back. We're going on to our bellies. Right down, right out of the picture. Our hands will be way out in front of us at first. Got our cup hands. Press all 5 fingers down into the mat or the floor. And we'll start to walk those hands, but keep our arms straight, a little bit closer to the body as our chest lifts. So stop wherever you want to, where you can let the shoulders be down from the ears. So we don't want to be sunk into them. Try to release a little bit of that tension in your backside. And come down. All right, moving up into locust pose, kneecaps coming off the mat, but they still face the mat. All right, let's reach our hands back, palms down, long neck. think of the crown of the head reaching in one direction, your toes reaching in the opposite direction. Instead of squeezing your backside together, try to squeeze your inner thighs together. So not compressing our lower back, but a more openness across the lower back, but still engagement. We'll open up, so increase the space between our ankles so it's wider, and our arms will also open up. And then we'll take a rest. Rock your hips side to side. We have time for one more of those. So you can take a rest again, be more restorative, or come back up. Kneecaps come off, hands reach back. We focus on length and the back lifting you up. So the muscles in the shoulder blades or around the upper part of your back, lifting up your chest. The mid back comes in. The lower back is strong. And then we can widen the space between our feet and our arms. And we'll release that tension down. You can rock your hips side to side again. Let your head have a little rest, either on your hands or on the mat. Right, since we did practice that wide leg, we're going to do a wide leg Chaturanga push-up. Knees up or down. So we go our feet wider, draw our elbows right in towards the rib cage. Our hands kind of underneath, well, beside our ribs, elbows drawn together. You can stay here or push up to Chaturanga. It's just lifting the belly up. And then go back down. And you can do that one more time. Knees up or down. And then push all the way up, everybody. Take a downward dog or child's pose to release the tension in the back. If you are choosing down dog, stay there for maybe a breath or two and then do take a child's pose. You're there for about 10 delicious breaths in your child's pose. So get comfortable. When you're ready, we'll be rolling right onto our backs for some eagle crunches. One knee over the other. You try to bring your lower legs together. And then whatever knee you have on top, that elbow will go on top of the other elbow. You can give yourself a hug or do your eagle crunches, bringing the elbow to the knee, lifting shoulder blades, lifting lower back, and then extending everything again. Even tapping toe down, fingertips down, and then coming back up. Let's do 8 to 12 on one side, and then you'll switch. So move at your own pace. You can skip one here or there. Try to continue to breathe though. It's an inhale on the opening and exhale on the crunching. When you're ready, we switch sides. Whew. Great job. Take a little rest. Let's draw both knees into chest now. Uncross our legs, take a rock side to side. Incredible job. We'll be moving into a bridge with an opportunity to add something new on today. So sometimes we try to lift one leg up in our bridge. If you're working towards that, one way to get there is to bring your left foot or right foot onto your thigh And try that at first so that you can still anchor down into both of your feet. Or you can stay with your regular bridge, both feet down, whatever works, or a block underneath your lower back. If you're doing the one leg, you'll switch now, either directly up to the sky or the foot on the opposite thigh. As long as you can breathe, you're doing yoga. We'll slowly lower down. And we can take a rest. Let's rock the knees a little bit side to side. I'll be moving into back up into the bridge or wheel. So wheel, we bring our fingertips towards our shoulder blades, our elbows facing up towards the sky. Pressing into the feet first to lift much of our body as we can up off the mat. And then working towards lifting our heads off. Oh, whew. We can just try. We've been strengthening our back all month. I actually got my head off the floor for the first time ever today. Yay. Okay, take your time and then rock it out side to side. Let's bring just our right knee into the belly, extend our left leg. Stretch your back here. Let that left leg go right down onto the mat. Great job. Stretch the back out. And then we'll be drawing that knee across the body for your twists as we come over onto the side of the hip. We can put a block underneath our knee and then anchor our shoulder blades or our upper body back down onto the mat. Approximately 5 more breaths on that side. Whoops. When you're ready, you'll switch for your spinal release on the other side. Take your time. No rush. Take your time to add your twist on. Enjoy your back stretch. And then you will take all the time that you need to add in another pose. If there's something that you really wanted to do today, it's part of your practice that you do normally and safely. You can add that in now if you're working on something, or right into your Shavasana. Grab your eye covers, blanket or socks. Settle in. We worked very hard for that practice. And now here's the best pose of all. Corpse pose, relaxation. Take as much time as you need to get settled into a position where your muscles are allowed to give up their hold on the bones. Where you can release the weight of your body fully down into the support of the earth today. Coming to a comfortable position. Taking as much time as you need to get comfortable here. Begin to focus on the natural rhythm of your breath. Inhale slowly and smoothly, allowing the breath to travel deep into the belly each time. Pause and exhale slowly and smoothly, releasing the breath from the body through your nostrils or your mouth. If there's any last minute adjustments that you'd like to make, I want to remain as comfortable and as still as possible throughout our meditation practice. Feel the breath flowing in and flowing out, softening your face and allowing the jaw to relax. Allow the breath to flow smoothly in and smoothly out. Softening our eyes, our foreheads, relaxing our shoulders, feeling the chest expand. Continue to breathe and let any distracting thoughts float away from you. Feel the breath as it enters with a cool feeling, and then warming as it gently travels down into the lungs. Fill the lungs with a deep inhale, bringing in energy and vitality. As you exhale, feel the body releasing toxins, stress, and negativity. Stay with this breath, focusing on the feeling of deep peace for several deep inhalations and exhalations. Feel the energy that is in the body. Become aware of the warmth and tingling of every tiny cell that composes your entire being. Feel the energy that is in your environment right now, and in every part of nature and in every living thing. Bring all those energies together and feel them as one. You can visualize all of that energy as a bright light of any color of your choosing. Bring the shining glow of bright light over the crown of your head. Feel it starting to travel down into your body from the top of your head, slowly going down into your face and neck, traveling gently down into the shoulders, all the way down into the arms, down to every fingertip. Feel the healing energy and light going down into your chest, throughout your abdomen, and all the way down to your hips. Feel it continue traveling down your legs, all the way down your toes. Your whole body is now filled and filled with healing light and energy. Allow that feeling of healing to completely fill any physical area that needs healing today. Feel it warming, healing, and expanding through the area, creating space and relaxation. Allow the healing light to bring peace and healing to any difficult emotions or traumas today. And let's bring our awareness finally to any intentions or desires that you might have. Hold the thoughts of those intentions or desires as you allow the healing energy to bring your deepest desires to life and some intentions to reality. Feel the connection. We are all connected. We can find this feeling of peace and feeling of bliss anytime during our day today. Let's make some small movements to our hands and our feet, as much as you want to, or as little as you want to. Moving our head side to side, checking in with the neck, rolling over onto one side whenever you're ready. No rush whatsoever. Find the breath on the one side again before you come up into your regular crisscross or any other position that feels good for you. We'll take a big breath up and give ourselves a hug today for our upper back. We've made our way up to our upper back this third week. Get our hands to heart. And if it feels good, we can take a little bow towards the earth. Thankful again for all of the gifts. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, wherever you're going, staying. Have a good one. And I'll see you. Maybe Pilates. There's a couple spots left. You guys want to come try that on Saturday? Yeah, if you want me to. Yeah, no one asked, so I didn't do it last week, but I definitely can. If you want to Zoom it, you can check it out. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine in that class. All right, I gotta go open that door for the ladies. I ran a little bit late for this one. Oh, they might be. They're always doing something around here. All right. Okay, I'm coming.
I thought it was like curled up. Like this. It was like barely off the ground.
Oh, shoot. Oops.